Solar panel is probably one of the greatest things you can think of, but when that solar panel gets old, worn out, it becomes garbage.
Not necessarily intuitive to people that solar panels have a lifespan, just like every other kind of technology.
It's a continuous stream of old panels that can be used to make the next generation of solar panels, and that makes solar more sustainable but also more scalable. My name is Suvi Sharma. I'm co-founder and CEO of SOLARCYCLE.
The U.S. alone could see about 1 million metric tons of solar panel waste by 2030. But it doesn't have to be waste, according to a startup called SOLARCYCLE.
So solar panels contain some key critical materials such as aluminum, silver, copper, silicon, and glass. Those materials, if extracted properly, can be fully recycled into making new products. So rather than going and mining these materials out of the ground, we mine old solar panels to get those materials for the next generation of solar panels. There's over 500 million solar panels installed already in the US, and by the end of the decade, there will be well over 1 billion. Rather than have the end-of-life solar panels go in the landfill, we want to create the solutions to recycle those. There's a big focus to make these solar panels domestically. We're providing the raw feedstock and the raw materials in the factories that are needed to make these solar panels domestically here to power the next generation of solar growth.
The recycling that was available was far more expensive and rudimentary, but solar technology is advancing rapidly, making new panels far more efficient and older ones far less useful, hence the growing need for recycling.
When you put together this round, obviously there were a lot of considerations. The partner you were bringing in, the quantum of capital you were bringing in, but also there was some thoughtfulness around the creativity and the structure of that capital. And Fifthwall's infrastructure strategy really leaned into that.
First of all, the great thing is huge markets, very important markets. We can transform massive industries, but it's very capital intensive over time. And that capital intensity led to a lot of companies running into problems and clean tech, what I call clean tech 1.0. So we want to do things differently. And I think what that means is you need a combination of venture capital and private equity in the main company, where you can invest in R&D and sales and marketing and scale. And then you also need infrastructure capital to fund these projects and these factories. Initially, I didn't know that Fifthwall offered that, but when I found that out, that was a huge differentiator for us. And now we're set up to scale the company with less dilution, which means really more ownership and less dilution for the founders and management.
And what has it been like working with our team?
It's been great. I mean, we are a few weeks into it, but a lot of the people, such as Peter I mentioned, I've known for over a decade, and he's been great. We've gone through thick and thin and had great successes together. Alok, who runs the infrastructure fund, he and I have known each other for many years because we've both been in solar. And so I've already had good success and track record with these people that Fifthwall has, and that gives me a lot of confidence in the path forward.
Talk about the vision for SOLARCYCLE, the 5-year and 10-year vision.
Really, our vision and mission is to transform solar energy, make it the most circular industry in the world. That's really my dream. I think we have an opportunity to do that, both because of the technology that exists in it, the material set, but also the commitment that we're seeing from our big partners, these big asset owners. They want to see that happen, and they're working with us at a very early stage, putting their brand in front center to say we're going to commit to what SOLARCYCLE is doing. And I think if we do that, we're going to create a massive domestic industry here for manufacturing new solar panels that's the most sustainable they've ever been built.
It's such a just grand, ambitious vision to make solar, which everyone conceptually thinks of as the core of renewable energy, itself the most circular industry. I just have to say, from Fifthwall's perspective, we could not be happier to be your partner and supporting you across multiple types of capital that your business needs as it grows in scale, and we are just so thrilled to be your partner.
Thank you. Well, I'm already having further discussions with the team about how we can fulfill that vision, how Fifthwall can be a critical partner in that, also on the infrastructure side. So looking forward to doing great things together.
Well, thank you.